part of your costing unit is an Arizona cheese crisp. Now this is a very Tex-Mex popular appetizer in Arizona, specifically in the Phoenix region. So it's a very quick one-day lab, and then let's go ahead and get started. You're going to grab 2 tortillas, large burrito style for you and your partner. This is very similar to a quesadilla, but it is not a quesadilla. It's an open-faced burrito style cheese appetizer, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to spread some butter, grab parchment paper, lay it down on your baking sheet, and then spread 2 tablespoons of butter per burrito. I know it sounds like a lot per burrito tortilla. I know it sounds like a lot, but you really want to incorporate that flavor and also make sure that the tortilla is nice and golden brown, okay? So we're going to actually cook this twice. So I went ahead and spread some softened butter all over my one tortilla, and I'm going to do the same, okay? So just take a little knife, and like I said, 2 tablespoons per tortilla, per partner, all right? Make sure you're working on a clean surface. Baking sheet is ready to go. Your oven is preheated to 350 degrees, so if your teacher hasn't preheated it yet, go ahead and get that started. And then make sure that you lay down a baking sheet on, or a parchment paper on your baking sheet. All right, so all the way around, you really want to incorporate all that butter. I know, like I said, it sounds like a lot. This is what's going to make it taste really good because of the butter flavor, and also crisp it like we want. Okay, so that's step 1. Throw away your gloves, put this in the oven, and we're going to literally cook it for about 6 minutes or until toasted. Okay, so you have a lot of micromanaging to do. One partner can get this started while the other partner does the fun part. Okay, so we're going to actually char poblano or chili peppers. So traditionally, your cheese crisp is going to have a little star made out of chili, okay, or poblano peppers, all right? So it's my favorite. It literally just has cheddar cheese and a chili pepper. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna char it. So come with me. We're gonna crank up this heat. If you don't feel comfortable with this, I know your teacher can help you, or your partner. Okay, you're going to lay this down. I also would use tongs. All right, so if you don't want to directly stick this on, you can use tongs, and you're going to babysit this. It's going to start cracking like skin. Okay, it's just burning, it's just charring. So we're going to do one side about, I don't know, I would say 1 to 2 minutes on one side, and then flip it, same thing, okay, till it's nice and black. Do you see how it's starting to crackle? That's exactly what we want. Okay, it's going to give it that authentic taste. It's going to be soft. I love the char taste as well. So if the first time I did this, I know I was a little worried. It's not going to catch on fire, and it's literally just cracking, okay? Obviously, babysit it. Don't walk away from it. We want all of these sides, okay? So we're just going to give this a little bit more time. If it falls in, that's why you have your tongs. Don't panic. You could also hold it like this, or just kind of let it do its thing. And then I'm going to flip it, and then we'll be right back, okay? So I'm going to flip this, you're doing the same exact thing on the other side. All right, so once your poblano or your chili pepper is nicely charred, you're going to add it traditional style in a plastic bag to allow it to kind of steam and really be able to peel the skin off, okay? Or if your teacher doesn't have a plastic bag, you can always go with the brown bag, but the plastic is really going to kind of trap that steam. Okay, I'm going to take this off, and then I would just, in order to not make a huge mess, I would wear gloves, and I would just work with your plastic bag, and then you just kind of want to peel all of this off. This will take some time, so it's nice to wear gloves and work with your plastic bag, okay? And then we're going to cut it into strips, traditional style. All right, it's the cheese crisp in Arizona. If you were to go to a local restaurant, especially in the Phoenix area, you're going to see it traditionally with some cheese and then a chili in a star-shaped pattern. All right, so I'm going to clean this part off, just like that. I'm going to throw away my gloves. Okay. And then I'm going to start cutting it, just like that. If you leave everything in one place, it's so easy, then you can just throw it away and it's not all over the place. Now, I've taken this out of my oven. Remember how we added butter to it? And then baked it for about 6 minutes. Nice and crispy. We're not done yet. We're gonna add some cheddar cheese. So you and your partner are going to split about 1 cup of cheddar cheese, or whatever your teacher has. Traditionally it's cheddar. I'm going to spread it graciously, just like that. The only other restaurant in Illinois that I've seen this at is this new restaurant called Blanco in Oak Brook. Okay, they serve this as an appetizer. So if you ever go, you could see it there, just like that. And then you're gonna pop this back in the oven until it's nice and melted, and then we're gonna cut up this poblano, okay? All right, I'm ready. Okay, so you're going to cut this poblano really quickly. Cut it in half again. I would take all the seeds out. You don't want that in your food. All right, it's not like a jalapeno. It's not gonna make it spicier. Just like that. And then I'm going to cut it julienne style, very thin. Now, here's your option, okay? Like I said earlier, you can bake this just as is if you don't want chili or poblano, okay? If you do, then we're gonna form the traditional star shape, just like that. And then this actually cooks with the poblano. So the thinner the better. Just like that. Alright, and then I'm going to put this in the oven for about 5 more minutes. Just keep track, and then I'll show you my finished. Alright, my final step is taking it out of the oven until it's, if you can see, it's nice and crispy and melted. And literally this is what you would find at a restaurant. Enjoy!